Okay, here's the cabin that we stayed in. Cabin number 11 here. And the dorms are up that way, over there. Right? Okay, it's 7:45. And we're heading up the North Kaibab to get to the Clear Creek Junction, and then we're going to go up the Clear Creek Trail. Here's the junction with the Clear Creek Trail. The North Kaibab Trail continues on. North Rim is 13.4 miles that way. Cottonwood Campground 6.4. Ribbon Falls 5.7. But we're going this way. Oh, there's the Clear Creek Trail sign. How come I didn't see that last night? We came up along that traverse down there, and there's Bright Angel Creek in the background, and the sun is just starting to come up and hit the cliffs up above, and so far it's a beautiful day. You come up to the top of this little saddle here, and you get your first really good glimpse of the South Rim. Oh, there's a deer. Couple deer down there. Those are the ones that were on the trail. And there's a lot of trail construction here. And I don't know, but I think the bench is not too far. Yeah, here's the corner right above where that trail construction was. And you can see out over here down to Phantom. This bench was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps back in the 30s. Nice little spot to take a break. This is the stretch beyond the rest bench, and it's a steady climb at a pretty good incline along the side of this cliff face. And there's Angela on the trail going back down there. Looks like she's made good headway to get back down there. All right, I'll see her tomorrow. Into the sun here. Top of this little ridge, there's a saddle here, and first view of the Silver Bridge, view of the gorge here. This is the inner gorge looking to the east. Here's another beautiful shot of the Black Bridge and the Silver Bridge, and yet another shot of the two bridges in the Colorado. Find away from the river a little bit, and there is Zoroaster Temple. Here's Sumner Butte up here. It's particularly taxing anyway. A lot of steps through these coarse rocks. I think this might be where I camped, or not camped, but had lunch several years ago, right over here. And these cairns here mark the beginning of the Clear Creek use area. So beyond these cairns, there is at-large camping anywhere along the trail. Onto a level here, and the trail does level out a little bit, and the panorama opens up quite a bit more. Here's some pothole water, pollywog soup in this drainage here. Yum. I don't think I'd want to have to use that as my water source, but people do at times. Just winding along, still contouring around Zoroaster Amphitheater, going in and out of some minor draws here and there. Got a little windy now, but it's still beautiful. Drying off now without my jacket on, so it's feeling good. That is Bradley Point. Bradley Point, then we have to go around Desmarais Point, and then we turn north and go into, oh baby, Zoroaster Canyon. Trail goes up the wash quite a ways, marked by cairns along the way, so it's pretty easy to follow. Hopefully it stays easy. Oh yeah, I got cairns up there too. All right, took a little break here, looking over at the south rim. Uau Point is up on that shoulder up there. South Kaibab Trail comes down, and O'Neill Butte is right here. Comes down Skeleton Point, somewhere up in there. I'm not sure where. Can't really see it from here. Can't pick it out, but anyway, South Kaibab runs down there, down to the tip-off, right over there. You can see the battleship in the distance over there. First get a glimpse of the Colorado down there, and this is Clear Creek Canyon, and the trail starts bending to the north, and I believe that flat top is a Wotan's Throne. Well, went into many washes, in and out of different washes. Still working my way over to Clear Creek, and I think this is Redwall Butte right here, so we have to go around that and go up quite a ways yet before we can drop down into Clear Creek Canyon. Well, that's a good sight in there. I can see Clear Creek, and there's cottonwoods growing along. So we're finally at the gorge. The descent is through Hakatai Shale. That much I know from reading, and at least I've reached some Hakatai Shale. What I'd show a little bit of this is the descent in the Hakatai Shale, and it's not a real steep drop off to the right, but certainly it's pretty narrow here. So if you do lose your balance and and tumble down there, you're gonna get pretty hurt. So it pays to go nice and slow through here, especially toward the end of the hike, where you're getting a little tired, legs are getting a little jittery. So taking it extra careful through here. Well, this starts the camping area. All right, well, here's my campsite, and just got down here. We'll collect up some water. Creek is right over here, and right down there is where I purified my water. Sun is just about getting below the cliff band up there. It's gonna be dark early. Even screened off, has a little privacy. All right, there we go, all set up. We got the ground sheet down, the air pad or sleeping pad. We got the Soul Escape bivy and sleeping bag inside, along with the air pillow. So we should be all set. Got my bag of food hanging. I think we're in pretty good shape here. We'll see. We got a 6:30 start, and climbing up the Hakatai Shale here to 600 feet, coming out of Clear Creek. I just stopped for a break. Got to the top of the shale here on the climb out. Took my jacket off, my long johns off, and got all ready for the day. Well, there's the inner gorge down there. This is where Clear Creek dumps into it, and you can see the sun is just starting to rise. And there's the first glimpse of the Colorado coming back, and that's 83 Mile Rapids. There's the South Kaibab Trail. O'Neill Butte is over there, and that rock there, don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that's where the natural arch is. I've been down here so many times. This is the first time I've actually spotted it. So it looks like there's a natural arch there. And it might be a window to the right of it too. Okay, here's the cairns for Clear Creek Use Area behind us. So coming into Sumner Wash. Now you can see the Silver Bridge down there. And some of the creek over here. And you see the switchbacks. And I hear some people over to my right. Oh yes. Figures the only time people pass is when I'm off trail. They talk about the great unconformity. And here's a good example of it right here. The shelfy looking stuff is the peats. And the other stuff below it is Vishnu schist and some granite in there. And the gap in between those two is a missing layer of rocks, and that represents a 1.2 billion year gap of time. So that rock all eroded away before the tapeats was put down. I don't know if you can see, but there's a guy standing out on that knob over there with an antenna searching for condors. So hopefully you can see this down there. 4 dorms, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's the mule hitching post. And our cabin is just to the right there. Here is the trailhead and the North Kaibab Trail. Made it. Yay. And the sign says, "Welcome to Phantom Ranch, number 11.